My favorite Notre Dame memory is going to the grotto, actually. I would go a lot, but my favorite time that I went was actually after L-Hop one night. It was pouring rain and my flip-flop broke, and so we decided to walk barefoot through campus, like with just our rain jackets. And it was pouring rain, and we stopped by the grotto, and it was just absolutely beautiful, like all the lights with the pouring rain. It was just really a really special moment.
My favorite Notre Dame memory is just probably all of the football games, just all of them as a season. I love them. Basketball too, they're really fun.
My favorite Notre Dame memory, it's hard to narrow down just one, so I'd probably say football games, just because I grew up watching Notre Dame football every weekend with my family, and it's so fun to be there live and in person every weekend. It's so fun and super exciting. Get pumped for that.
My favorite Notre Dame memory is actually like a really awkward time from welcome weekend. I was sitting in a room with a bunch of strangers because like that's just kind of what you do. It was just one of the dorms during some free time, and just looking back, it's like hilarious to think how awkward it was because now those are like my best friends, and I'm sure that's what you guys will experience or something similar. But it's just a really fun time and like embracing all that comes with moving to college and all of that.
My favorite Notre Dame memory is last semester during football season. For one of the away games, I went to a game watch at our brother dorm, Stanford, and every time we scored, we did like the tradition is you do the number of push-ups for points. And so we were doing the push-ups, the crowd push-ups in the basement of Stanford Hall, and that was the best thing ever.
My favorite Notre Dame memories didn't actually happen at Notre Dame. I took 2 trips through the Center for Social Concerns, one during fall break to Portland, Oregon, and one during spring break to West Virginia. And those were really awesome weeks where I learned so much and I met really amazing people, and I would really highly recommend doing that during your time at Notre Dame.
My favorite Notre Dame memory was probably our first midnight snowball fight because I had never had a snowball fight before being from California, and there wasn't that much snow on the ground, but still everyone was like scrounging to find patches of snow to throw at each other. It was just a really funny night and a really fun time.
There are a lot of big moments in college, but for some reason, as I'm trying to come up with an answer to this question, I can't come up with one. For me, college hasn't really been about the big moments so much as it is the smaller ones in between. The little things we don't always think about, like the time your friend steals your mattress for April Fool's Day, or the time you went for a study break at midnight and you went to go get a quarter dog in the huddle. The little things like that, that's my favorite part.
My favorite Notre Dame memory would have to be playing inter-hall sports with Farley. Football and basketball were really fun.
My favorite Notre Dame memory would probably have to be my first Notre Dame game day. It's just really, there's just an entirely different energy on campus when everybody gets to come around for the football games, and it's just a really fun time, and you kind of get a chance to forget about your schoolwork for a little bit and just get to go watch football and be with your friends even when you go 4-8.
My favorite Notre Dame memory would definitely have to be Muddy Sunday this past semester. Me and my best friends, there's 8 of us, we all went to go play volleyball, and so I'm accident prone, so like even before the game started I busted my knee open, so that was really good. But it was just a ton of fun because we were just playing in the mud and like not really even playing volleyball game.
My favorite Notre Dame memory would have to be all of the SYRs at Notre Dame. If you don't know, an SYR stands for, or used to stand for Screw Your Roommate, but now it's just a dance that every dorm holds. So our theme this year was Disney duos, so I went as Jane and my date went as Tarzan, but there's all different kinds of themes like pirates or mathletes and athletes, and people come up with really clever ones. So it's really fun because you get to dress up and you can either go with someone random or just one of your friends.
My favorite Notre Dame memory is definitely going to all our home football games.
My favorite Notre Dame memory is the first snowball fight, which is when the first snow occurs. We all go to the South Quad at midnight and have a snowball fight, and it's really cool and fun, and I got hit with a really big piece of ice, but it was still fun, obviously.